So people normally ask, when should I go to therapy? And there are many reasons why different people would go to therapy. But I'm going to share with you one reason that may be very common, but a lot of people don't think it's a reason enough to go to therapy, yet it should be. It should prompt them to go to therapy. So we often find ourselves experiencing fantasies where we're able to reveal our desires secretly and quietly by ourselves. But then in those fantasies, the situations are ideal. We are behaving at our best and we're comfortable, we're proud of ourselves. That is what satisfaction looks like in that fantasy. But then in reality, we're not able to live up to the ideals of those fantasies. So take for example, in your fantasy, you're a confident extrovert. You're outgoing, you're open-minded, you're outspoken, you're friendly, you speak your mind, you're talkative, And in different situations in those fantasies, your desire is that you've given a brilliant speech and people applaud you for it. You've given a wonderful presentation and people love it. You are being recognized or appreciated for something that you did, and you're comfortable being the center of that recognition, of being appreciated, of getting those compliments. You're behaving appropriately, you're proud of yourself, you're fulfilled by the life that you're living in that fantasy. Everything is absolutely perfect. Your quality of life is the best. But then the same situations, the same scenarios that you have in your fantasies, when it comes to real life, you're awkward, you're fearful, you're anxious, you're uncomfortable, you can't wait for them to end. And so this discrepancy is likely to cause tension within you, is likely to be the source of your stress, your source of your distress, of anxiety, of depression. And if it continues to happen such that you find yourself fantasizing about how well something could have gone after it went poorly, or how well it could go before it happens, but then when it does, you still meet the discrepancy, you're going to have to find a way to try and deal with that disharmony, the tension that is being caused by the desires that you have in your fantasies and the real life interactions that you have with people, where you're awkward and not as extroverted, as confident as you are in your fantasies. And so what you might try to do is to justify how you are in real life, to reduce the tension within. So you try to tell yourself, maybe I'm introverted, because there's a lot of misconception about introversion. So you start saying that maybe you don't like being the center of attention, you don't find it enjoyable, you don't find it pleasurable, you're a modest person. But then the desires are still there. So this is exactly the moment that you want to come to therapy, because this discrepancy is causing you a lot of anxiety, is causing you a lot of discomfort, is the reason why you're not meeting the quality of life that you wish to have. You're not satisfied with the life that you have. You're not getting that fulfillment. And so this is the reason this is the time, the exact time that you should go to therapy, to be able to understand what is the meaning of these desires that are relentless in my mind. What is the meaning of these fantasies that I can't let go? Might this be my actual personality? And what does this discomfort in real life mean? And one of the things that you might find, is that maybe the desires are your actual personality, your real personality, you are extroverted. But then something unfortunate happened along the way, maybe when you're a teenager, maybe when you're an adult, early adulthood. Somebody wounded important aspects of your extroversion. Somebody damaged your outspoken nature. Somebody just harmed your outgoing nature. You got it? And so now your extroversion or your extroverted personality has got important aspects or units that have been wounded, and you never nursed those wounds back to health. And so the reality that you live in, where you find it uncomfortable to be the extrovert that you want to be in your desires, these are the wounded parts of your extroverted personality that you need to start nursing back to health, to be able to reclaim your innate personality, your natural personality of extroversion. And so these desires are reminders, constant reminders that you are extroverted, that you are a confident extrovert. But you need to do some work to repair the damage that was done to you when you're 18 or 22. You need to nurse those wounds back to health to be able to reclaim the extroversion personality. And so that would be one of the reasons why you go to therapy, to try and understand yourself better, to be able to see what parts of you might require working on to be able to get the satisfaction that you're looking for in life, to be able to get the fulfillment that you desire to have in your life.